There we go. I'm upright. So as far as the church is concerned, my soul has not left my body. We're good to go. I'm awake, I swear. I'm sorry. Anyway, happy Wednesday, folks. Welcome to halfway through the week. We are going to be playing more Vampyr, and I have a new kind of setup a little bit. I'm not sure how exactly I want to... no, not that way. There we go. I'm going to readjust that slightly. I'll finagle it and figure more stuff out. I'm going to tilt that down slightly. But, yes, I rearranged my room, so now I have this lovely corner behind me, where I can arrange stuff, and you can see into my closet where my clothes are hanging up. Oops. Whatever. You can also see my precious creepy child over there. She doesn't have a name. She doesn't need one. She's beyond that now. But I can, like, set up all of my makeup here and everything, and you can see, like, the, canvas where I've got all my pins. Exciting. I'm gonna hop into the game, and I don't know what I was looking at there. I'm gonna hop into the game. Before I fucking fall asleep. Because being awake, is misery. No, it's fine. I think I'm gonna set up, like, a little stand here-ish. I'll probably futz with this later. I did... Why are you updating, Steam? Why would you do this to me? Play the game. Play the game. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna have some exciting times. I also got a shelf here that I can set up something on. Right now, it's not got a lot on it. I think I need to move that light, though. Because I think the lighting's not great for the angle of everything I'm doing. Oh no, my child has left her cozy spot. But it's also a very convenient place for it to be. The lamp, I mean. But I think I want it down... There we go. Let me see. Can I... Oh, did I put it somewhere? Did I tangle it around things to get the wires out of the way, which means now I can't move it around easily? Alright, hang on. This is ridiculous. Alright, we're gonna just put that there. Okay. Also, yes, this is my shirt. I'm trying to remember how it says. Like, the one thing on earth that... A dog is the one thing on earth that loves you more than you love yourself. Yay! Which is true. Dogs are great. Ooh. That was not really an improvement. If I move that over. The light bulb itself is just like a little too tall for the shade. Anyway. Okay. So. When last we left our intrepid hero, we were trying to make good, healthy decisions. And not fucking things up with the pillars of the community in 2 different areas, which is what I did the first
locked.
fucking time. Now, what are we doing now? What am I doing now? Oh, to switch through 3 different games with slightly... So, what? Alright. Boop, boop. Oh, right, that's also correct. Why does this keep happening? There we go. Okay. Oof. I'm not tired because, like, nothing bad happened. I'm just... Work is tiring. It's as tiring as it's always been, honestly. It's not like Fancy knew everything was bad and awful forever. It's mostly just... It's a lot of work that I have to get through. And it takes a while, and I am tired by the end of it, because...
Discussed on every street corner.
Hello, what's that?
The daily routine.
Give me the
Tell me
letter.
what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Where are the 2 layouts? Yes, there were on this side. What am I doing?
I'm quite busy, right?
Oh. Good.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. Who exactly? Tell what happened to Thoreau's. Oh, Thoreau's Strickland. Which one is Strickland? Fuck. Oh. No, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. Fucks. No! There was a frigging hanging friggin' snip. Oh, wait, maybe I still can. Yes.
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
What? Oh, you intended to take his own life. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I'm looking for, what's his fucking... Not you. Not you. That's Ackroyd. That's them. Ah! There you are. Howdy!
Good evening, Dr. Strickland. And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help? I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
Sorry. I feel... Fuck it.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Cool. I'll have to do something about this lighting. Whatever. It's fine for now.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Okay.
I
Oh, fuck.
can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium. Perhaps an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
Bring what? My medical desk?
On every street corner.
Good news is, I have a bit of PTO saved up that I need to use before April, so I'm actually taking, like, 5.5 hours off. It's like, why am I bother going in on Wednesday? I'm taking 5.5 hours off next Wednesday. What am I doing? Right. Right. What would I... how do I take this to my medical desk? To my medical desk. Okay, wait, I guess that's below... Okay, I think that's supposed to be technically... Oh. Wait, is this my medical desk? Yes, it is.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report it to Dr. Ackroyd.
Right. What happens if I do those options? Vampire, missing ingredients. Okay. So, blah blah blah. Not prior video intense. Huh. Why would I report it to Ackroyd and not Swansea? Whoop. Wrong direction.
You are going to reveal all your secrets to me.
Get you out of bed. Oh.
Nice sweet girl. Reads me like a book.
Fuck it.
Good evening, Doctor.
And good evening to...
Yes.
I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive, or the placebo effect?
No, I don't think so. Why?
A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect.
You made a placebo of my project. Why?
Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction.
Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs?
Something like that, yes.
Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Okay, I don't. That's not.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I don't. You know, it's fine. Whatever. Where is that other dude? And his. I was about to say his wife, but that's his mom. Ooh. Oops. Things. Where in the hecking deckety am I going? Oh wait, that's right. It's ways back here. Oh, but they don't actually lead to... Wait, do they? No. Okay. You're there. You're there. Ah, here we go. Okay. Fucking found it.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me. I won't report you to the authorities. My one and only concern is your health.
I guess I should thank you then.
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
Tell me about yours.
I don't want...
I have to...
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Blundering idiot.
Howdy. Ooh. Steely, steely. Where am I? Oh, that's right. I have to go upstairs and put the medication in the doctor's office. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Anyway, what was I saying? I think I was talking about work. It's not... I'm good.
It's locked, all right.
Ugh. Fine, I'll just steal their money then.
It's locked. At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Patient shows me extreme fatigue, major sores. Heck yeah. Give me the keys, you bastards, I demand it. Let me into your locked places so I can loot them for goodies. I don't know why that was necessary, but here we go. Alright, let's go to that. Oh, I still need to find the flowers. Heck. Oh, I could have gone at my... Ooh, wait, there's a thing here. Yay! The ADHD is bad today.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer.
You ever just like hit the point where like you've been working pretty consistently for like several hours? Oh, hey Elena, thought I'd just pop in to say hi. Streamer was just watching how their internet goes and waiting for them to come back online. Back now, see you. Might come back after the stream finishes. Okie dokie. Thank you for the drop by. Sorry I missed that.
I met him in New York.
What was I saying? Oh, you ever work for like a few hours continuously, and then at some point your brain is like, that's enough information processing for me today. Good night. And then it's just completely useless until you do something fun or something else. It's like I hit that point. Fuck's
See
sake.
any fancy clothes? This one's a top. Over there.
Okay. My brain has started hitting that at like 6 hours into my workday recently, and it's like, I need you to focus for 2 more. No, put the...
I have this thirst for blood.
This is fine. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, is it up here? Wow, this is kind of a mess. Fertile is the belly of the beast. What? Okay.
It's locked, all right.
My dear mother, when you find this letter, I'll be gone. I want you to know that I don't leave because of you. I leave this world because of the crushing weight that existence puts upon me. These times are too much for me. Sometimes I feel like Baudelaire's verses have been written as an echo from my own heart. When the low, heavy sky weighs like a lid upon the spirit aching for the light, and all the wide horizon's line is hid by a black day sadder than any night. It's as beautiful as it is painful, Mother. I can't suffer it anymore. I don't want you to try to convince me, and it would only delay the inevitable, for I would do it again if by any chance you managed to save me once. Farewell, your son Mortimer.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
I feel... I don't... Where am I going now? We're going back to... I guess I can go down and kill them. Is there a reason to? Oh, it's probably to get more stuff. I do need more money.
See any fancy clothes? Die, vermin!
There we go. The human brain was not meant to work for 8 hours a day. I think that's where I was getting towards. It was just taking me forever to get there. So I'm gonna be quicker about it. We're not meant to work for 8 hours straight. Like there's been experimentation done that shows that like we're just not really useful after 8 hours of working, and taking a break or like 6 hour work days are a lot more productive. I really wish I could get somebody to just be like, just come and work for us 6 hours a day, and then just here's enough money as if you were working 8 hours, but without you just kind of dicking around for the last 2 hours because your brain has just squeezed out all of its fucking resources. which is, you know, about where I'm at, of just, whoops. I work most of the, I work for a while, and I work pretty steadily and pretty, what was that hand motion? Anyway, efficiently?
This dead flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedience.
Went again. Also, we aren't supposed to sleep for 8 hours straight. We were meant to sleep for 4 to 5 hours, get up for 30 minutes to an hour, and sleep the rest of the time. Yeah, word. There's a lot of...
Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
Where's your letter?
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed.
Worm.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
How
So painful.
I have to
What was
go
I gonna
now.
say?
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Worm. Yeah, there's a lot of things about the way we've set things up of like, this is the norm, and it's like, like I'm not very functional in the well, I can get up early if I need to, but I do a lot better being up late at night. Also, the 8 hours free time that we are meant to have, like an hour or two, is taken up by transport to and from work. Yeah, or because it's things like, oh well, you know, you've got all this time, and it's including like, it's technically what's included in that break time for yourself is your hour for lunch, where you are at work still and are confined by what's around there and confined by needing to find something to eat and then get back to work. It really does not work out the way people say it does. Hi, Potato. I'm sorry I don't have the window open. Is that what you're looking for over there? She is, I think, a slight bit miffed that I don't have my window open. Would you like me to go open it? Alright, hang on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna open the window for the cat. There you go.
Time has lost its effect
Okay.
on me.
Fuck.
But the suffering continues.
Be back. Shuffle. Oops, daisy. Slide that up a slight bit more. Should be 8 hours work, including transport to and from work and lunch. 8 hours sleep, 8 hours free time. Something like that. Or just like I was saying, it should be like 6 hours work or 4 days a week. Would be my ideal rather than 5. Basically, it's just. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I'm running around a bit. Capitalism is bad. It's kind of what it is. It's more complicated than that, obviously. What? Why? Shit. It would be 6 hours work with 2 hours transport, both in the same time slot of 8 hours. Fair enough. Things are just... It's very frustrating. There's this kind of thing of like, if you don't work, you're not... Like, if you don't work, you are morally a bad person. Which... Put that down slightly more. Which really does not scan. Is that the word I want to use? Sure. It doesn't scan. And it's like, I feel... Oh my god, fuckers. Why are there so many of you?
Die, Vermin!
Ah! Come on. Oh, shit. No, church cross for you! Alright, there we go. I don't work currently and I'm a bad person, but those aren't related. Alright, fair enough. Kidding. No, but it's like there are people who are a bad person. I'm the most humble person ever. Absolutely. There are people who want to work and have a good time doing it. But there's also like there's not always hello.
Die, Vermin!
You missed me killing all of your friends. Okay, that's you were not going to last long in this job anyway. Anyway. Come on, brain. Put together a sentence.
Away with you! Shit! You have that! Fear no evil! Murdering bastard!
But there's like an artificial scarcity of work in a way. I started a sentence in the hopes you were thinking to end it. And end it to sorry. You started a sentence in the hopes of you thinking and end to it while saying it. Yes. That happens a lot. But it's okay, so I was saying about there are a lot of times where it feels like work is being made up. Or so it's like, oh well, everyone has to work, so we have, and look, we're creating all of these jobs for people to do, and it's like that could very easily be replaced by a machine. Like there's a lot of stuff that it's like, yeah, you can have someone skilled to do that very well, but if it's like a repetitive motion, you could just have a machine do it, and then a human being wouldn't have to do the work. And then it's like, well, you're taking jobs away from people, and people have to work. I'm like, but what if they didn't, comrade? And it just, it's endless and fucking frustrating. What was I doing over here? Flowers!
Who distributes flowers at this moment?
Me. I'm gonna.
Joe, please, I don't have your money. Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can I have a flower? I don't think they're. Wait, are they not? Oh, they're over. Are they this way? I lost my mind a little bit. Pick up a flower. Toss a coin to your richer. Okay, I have. Wait, what was that box? Oh, right. The music, that thing. How did I get a flower last time? Give me a flower. If there was no unemployment, then people can actually demand improvements by the threat of resigning, which is why we will never reach 100% employment under capitalism, even if everyone was working, because working and employment are two different ideas. Yeah, and I just kind of... I'm very tired. It's basically... Hello. Where in the heckity-deckity do I get a flower from? Where is the... There we go. This thing. Tribute to the victims. Okay. Boop boop doo boo doo doo. Boo. Vampire tribute to. There we go. Hi. You having a good time over there? Okay. Go to Southwark and I find it. Wait. So find flower. Go back up to the street and go up a bit to find flowers on the what? Get fucked. What the hell are you talking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is fine. It's fine. We're gonna go. We have to go talk to that widow anyway, so. Hi, potato.
Not a good place for a stroll.
Hello.
Easy does it, boys.
Anyway, basically the long and short of it is, I'm very tired of capitalism, which means that it's doing its job. So, yay, I guess. Hello, fuckery, shuckery. What the hell came out of my mouth there? Why did I let myself say that? The world may never know. Where am I now? I think I'm in the... There we go. Okay. Oh, Christmas tree. Okay, You know what? Fuck it. Whatever comes out of my mouth tonight comes out. I'm tired, and we're just gonna keep going. It's prime ADHD hours tonight. Friend Ruse. Hello.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
There's a plague.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
There's a fucking plague, and there are vampires everywhere. Please go back to your home. It's fucking dangerous.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease.
Not me. I mean,
It can take the
I'm an immortal
strongest man
vampire,
in
but
just
whatever.
a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Sad violin in the background really just... I do think all lawyers should be compensated, while I do hope for the abolition of money in the future. In the meantime, I think housewives and house husbands should be paid for their work. Should pay people for keeping their house clean and organized. I think it would help by telling them taking care of yourself matters. Possibly. I'm a little iffy on monetizing something like that, because it's regulating what cleanliness means and kind of attributing a standard to it can get very iffy very quickly, especially if it's things like it can very quickly become a class issue of, you know, do you still get paid if you have cleaners come in and clean your house, or is your house spotless as you are someone who has a lot of money and you can afford people to pay to clean your house, and it's spotless, versus someone who could use the extra money but has 3 kids to look after. And so it's things like, well, cleanliness means that you can't have stained carpets, or you can't have clutter or stuff like that lying around. But it's if you are living with 3 kids, that's kind of an inevitability. So I'm iffy on that idea in specific. I'm not iffy on the idea of paying people who stay home and watch after their kids. I think everyone should have guaranteed basic income, honestly.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you
But
for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
Yeah, that's why I believe universal basic income is my point is all work should be compensated. And to me, living is work in itself, but maybe I need to think more about the specifics of that. Yeah, and which is why I say guaranteed basic income, because there's a lot of things where there's a lot of issues with trying to keep your space clean, keep yourself healthy and mentally, that money can just kind of solve. If I didn't have to worry about managing money or having my own space, I would still have the mental issues that I have, but I would have a lot less brain space dedicated to other things, and a lot more I could put on taking care of myself. And just being given money would be really helpful for that. It means that I wouldn't have to worry about debts, I wouldn't have to worry about lodging, I could just focus on, buying things that make me happy and doing things that make me happy.
Sure. You're right. I believe silence has a curative effect
But
for the pain we
not
feel.
when there's a fucking
I suppose it provides space for reflection.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Yay. Anyway.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Don't get eaten by vampires on your way home, 'cause they're fucking
Have you recent news of Nurse
everywhere.
Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not be betrayed.
Sorry, I'm being all...
Goodbye.
The
for now.
ADHD has been bad today.
So many new graves. Why do I still feel so disconnected from the others then?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. What? Why? Why is that where I went? Like, why did I go to the McDonald's jingle? Who knows? Oh, I think I broke something. Whoops. My bad. Is there anything even over here, or is this just... Oh, I know, this is the place I was, like, lurking at my own sister's funeral. There we go. I almost said wedding, and it's like, no, not even close. Try again. Dooch, doo, dooch, doo, 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 doo. Lend me. God dang it. Oh, there's so many of you. Hello? Let me in, sir.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
Let me in.
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, Doctor, come on in. Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Mason Swan?
So what is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic.
Dr. Reed, the eminent surgeon. My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
What are his eyes doing? They're freaking me out a little bit. Reminds me of that one Mock the Week segment where the topic was what not to say at a wedding / funeral, and one comedian just stood up and said, "Doesn't there seem to be a jarring tone at this wedding or funeral?" Sure.
And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I
I thought
envy
someone
you.
was knocking on my door.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
Do you not appreciate your sister's visits?
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me, and I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Why?
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say, she earns enough money for us both.
What's so amusing about that?
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel.
Ho-ho! Just came out and gave
Have
it
you heard
away.
anything about Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I think I've heard my sister talk about her. I wasn't paying much attention, though.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
I found another page of the diary, Mr. Swanborough.
This diary is still not complete. The man who wrote it claims he is a member of some scholarly brotherhood called the St. Paul's Stole.
Really? I've heard of them. Very capable scientists. Perhaps the man who wrote this really found a cure.
I would need more pages to figure it out, but it's as promising as it is intriguing.
Yeet! I just need two more? Two more.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
I guess it's... My dear brother, this is the apology letter you'll never read, for you lost your sight because of me. I know you hate me for what I did, even if you never say so. We don't talk much in the Swanborough family, do we? So to clear my conscience, this is my bravest gesture toward you, to write you this letter and to leave it in your laboratory. If you ever find it and ask about it, I'll read it to you. If someone else reads it, well, as I wrote above, this is my bravest gesture. So Mason, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did and for the hell you've been thrown into. I'm sorry you're now a blind man trying to find a meaning to your useless life. Wow, fuck you. If I could change one thing, only one thing in my miserable life, it would be what happened 1 year ago. I swear it, Mason. If I could give you my eyes for you to see again, I would, but it does not work that way, does it? So please, my brother, forgive me. Loretto. Wow! Fuck off! Blind people still can have fulfilling lives! Jesus Christ! Anyway. Sorry, that was just like... Wow, okay.
It's locked.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
None your business.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Good night. Let's see. I'm trying to think of types of giant snail from my fantasy world. Volcano snails and swamp snails. Huh. I mean, if it's a fantasy world, you can have basically any kind of snail you want. I imagine there are basically any kind of snail you want in the real world. Anyway. Void snails. Okay. Have to go all the way back And there's no fucking fast travel in this game. Why would there be? To make my life easier. Haha, you fool! Anyway. A man, a miserable pile of secrets. More pre-Wingard, you fuckaroos. Where am I going? Here we go. Heckin' deputy. Fluff on the giant salt snails, being the original giant snails, decided not to answer why they are giant snails because every good fantasy world needs mystery or 7. Oh sure, I mean,
Its effectiveness has been...
howdy.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
I know how guilt feels between a brother and sister. Are you sure you're not trying to ease your own remorse?
Mason wants to be useful, can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion, and the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
Okay.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor for your snake oil.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doctor. If it were free, they wouldn't believe in it.
What a bitch.
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
And we have to go all the fucking way back here. Can you not let me fucking travel? No, why would you let me do that? Anyway. Ay, 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 ay. I think, I feel like with most good mysteries, kind of the best way to go about it is, even if you don't tell your players, readers, whoever, the explanation behind something, you should still at least have it yourself so that you can it helps making a world coherent and consistent. That way, it's like you can build off of it in other ways, where it's like, okay, so the reason this is the way it is because of X, Y, and Z, but if X, Y, and Z are true, then A, B, and C have to happen. So you have A, B, and C happen, and it all helps things be interconnected, whereas if you just kind of do whatever is convenient at the time, if you start pulling on threads, people are like, but if that were true, then ABC would be true, but instead it's EFG. What am I even... Going to a man's flat. Why? That's a good question. I don't know. We're actually going across the way to do that last side quest because because of the wonderful things he does. Do. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I like how there's no, like, there's no splash or anything, just, they just kind of fall into the void that is the canal. Hello? Oh wait, can I go around? Making the world be like a pre-steampunk world, so the advanced societies are steampunk, but most of the world is still medieval, so the swamp snails could be because of some sort of abandoned research complex where the steam is leaking out, making the swamp. I don't know, yeah, whatever you, however you want to go about it is perfectly fine. I'm just saying for your own benefit, knowing the answer yourself, can help make for a more coherent world down the line. If I pop over here, there's nothing. I think we covered that last time, but I still did it again anyway.
See them fancy clothes? It's a top! Burn it, boys! Oh my God!
I'll have an answer myself, but I'm going to leave it open-ended since I'm planning to use it. Yeah. That's a very valid way of going about it. It's just, oh my God, they're so fucking big.
There's one of them! Watch out! Leech spotted! Watch out! There's one of them vermin!
Let me hop up onto the... okay. Howdy. What was that? Dead? Jonathan, what you doing? Might also have some sort of political intrigue in the world. We're making a sort of conflict between magic and steampunk. I don't know, just that, make it more complicated. Yeah, always fun stuff to add. I hope I'm going the right way. Oh, for frick's sake. Am I going the right way? I don't think I'm going the right way. Pick up the stuff. There we go, thank you. Okay, I want to be over there. So I need to run across. Let me through! Yeah. Oh wait, maybe I can see if I can go fucking spy on... What's his face? Heck yeah? Talk to your mother, where I can hear you, so I can get your last personality and fuck off, god damn it! We have a faction that supports the balance of magic and technology, extremes both sides, and then maybe the fourth faction is against both. Sure. I mean, however you want to work it, it works out. There is wiggle room. Okay. Bitchy. Wrong way.
Turn around. Get your weapons ready. We found weapons. Filthy piece of shit. Fuck, it's fast. Burn.
Okay. I'll write down the idea for the politics, but I'll need to build civilizations first. Yeah, basically. I think it's one of those things where I would, set down roots of how you want your world to be set up on, like, a foundational level, and then build up politics from there. If you do it from... you can do it from a top-down approach if you prefer. But as long as you kind of, like, take a moment to think through the implications of certain things, I guess. Like, if you have...
Stupid beast!
Like, if you have a civilization that is against technology, why do they have such a negative, why do they have such a negative impression of it? Where do they draw the line at technology? Like, what is acceptable technology versus what is not? And at what point does being against technology put them at too much of a disadvantage to continue to exist? I guess if they have magic, it's a little different, but if you have a faction that hates magic and technology and refuses to partake, then I feel like eventually they're going to get their asses handed to them. Unless they have some way of combating both methods. Where am I going? I'm trying to find those fucking gosh dang flower X. Where are they?
This place looks like the picture I saw of the bomb site.
It is. I just need to go find the flowers, and it just... the guide I found just said, go down the street. I was like, wow, thank you, much helpful. Fuckers. Everywhere is a street. I am surrounded by streets. There you are, okay.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Yay! We outie. Remembering using technology is another way of saying steampunk. That could be against steampunk, but use gunpowder weapons. Sure. But then that kind of... If you have different kinds of technology, quote-unquote, how did they develop completely separately from each other? That kind of thing. And it can be something as simple as... what resources do you have access to? Like, steampunk, I guess, makes sense if you have access to a lot of... you're able to make steam, essentially, so you have access to, like, a lot of water. You have access to something that can make enough heat for it. But then it's also, like, why be against steampunk technology and then have your own other kind of technology? Like, why would there be a distinction between them? And I'm not saying that, like, it's a bad idea, it's just those are things to think of to help flesh out the world a bit. Is there anything? Oh, yeah, this is the way I'm supposed to go. Where am I going? Delaney, okay. Delaney, come here.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
Ah, you remember me.
Do you have any recent news of Sean Hampton's shelter?
I still sleep over there from time to time. A sad saint still manages the place, even if he's a little bit more reclusive since he returned.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day.
Oh.
Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
Whoops.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
Woohoo!
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
Ooh, excusey.
You made a mistake. A terrible mistake. Maybe an unforgivable one. But that does not mean that you are a monster.
I swear I did not want to kill anyone. I did not hide in the shadow to kill on purpose. That's my only defense.
Oh, well.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
Actually, that reminded me. I might have gotten this idea from the newest season of Attack on Titan.
Why use a
Fair
bomb?
enough.
What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
The victims. They were not the target then.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
No, Dyson, they didn't all die. I met a boy who survived the explosion.
I
I
never
did?
heard of an injured boy.
Not a scratch on him. I suspect he wasn't in the car when it exploded.
In the car? You mean...
Yes, Dyson. You killed his parents.
Why tell me this?
I don't know. Perhaps one day you'll talk to him and tell him the truth.
Who is that boy? How can I find him?
That's easy. Most of the time, he's in the same place. The place you never want to go back to.
What? Did I meet a what? What are we fucking talking about? Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and spoil it. I kind of dipped out of Attack on Titan for reasons.
Is there...
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. All good, all good. I still need to find the brown notes. Alright, we'll go after the actual spotlight now. Whee! I don't think I can go this way. Ah! Excuse me.
And every dawn another death.
I've gone the wrong way. I think I need to go this way? Yeah. Yes. Oh, this is where the Carter-Pre-1 are, aren't they? Leave me alone, fuckers, I'm busy. Wait, can I unlock the door from this side?
Must look a fool. Heartens me to know you can't see me, my sweet queen.
This is fine. People inside the walls use the omnidirectional mobility gear. See some of the gas to propel the soldiers. Gas is only attainable on Paradise Island. People outside the walls develop more powerful cannons that can tear through any sort of armor that a Titan can use to defend themselves. Fair enough. I have to be across there, and I don't think I can use that bridge. Heck, let me teleport. Awful bad. How dare. This is a very conditional teleportation. I think I can get up to that bridge to cross over. Oh, too far. Oh, son of a-
Watch yourselves! Over there! There's one.
Okay. Oh, you
Oi!
fucker.
You listening? It ain't you! Kill it!
That's a big foul number.
He's dead! No!
Is that money? No, that's just a wire spool. Actually, had part of the ending spoiled to me when I was looking for an image for me, and like, it seems like the ending will be interesting. It got weird. Like, I reached the point in the manga where it was like, this is kind of edging into a very, anti-Semitic point of no return. And I was like, I'm going to very quietly back away.
29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me?
Money.
There's been a fight here.
Yeah, it was kind of, if it was iffy as fuck, was basically what I was like. Which again, it's like, even got to that part in the anime. Yeah, I don't really... If people want to keep going with it and see where it goes, I don't really begrudge them. But for me personally, I was like, I'm gonna go. Oh, there's a blood trail. Oh! I'm not following that even a little bit. Wait, I guess this was not the blood trail?
This window was shattered with violent
that's the blood
force.
trail.
Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that?
Like 15 things that we've seen so far could have done that, Jonathan. Jonathan, you are really fucking stupid sometimes, okay? And by sometimes, I mean constantly.
So much blood. Whoever was killed got dried out.
Why drag the poor wench across all these streets to let her expire and be found here?
You're surprising. Occasionally, you make a good point.
How's that?
We're being misled. Or worse, we're being baited by leeches playing a nasty game.
More about the various types of Titans. Honestly, the Titan stuff, and I'm gonna use my kanji. Yeah. I did find the design of the Titans very interesting. Just the whole... The backstory of where they come from was very like, stop. But the actual designs of them were really cool. Hello, ma'am?
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
Why are you surprised? They are fucking everywhere, Jonathan!
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family.
How? What? Okay.
Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
I see you.
Okay.
Right then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
Sure, Jonathan. You're definitely one step ahead of literally anybody in this game. How much it would fuck with all the antagonist plans if I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep being a doctor, just like at night. Bye. And I just did that. Like, well, go find out about this about Vampire Society. No thanks. How will you get blood? I'll figure something out. Bye. But you should learn more about yourself. Nah, I'm good. Got a plague to cure. Like, Jonathan, we're putting ourselves in these situations at this point, right? Like... What?
Jonathan!
What was that?
It was the heckin' spookiest voice, you know? Just...
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Really? I have no idea where she is, dude.
They've all been butchered.
Dude, we have a bone saw and have been lopping at these guys non-stop from the word go. Like, I really do not feel like we are in any position to be criticizing. Just throwing that out there, my dudes.
I can still sense a presence.
No shit, Jonathan. Like, the city is batshit bonkers full of... I got sick.
Come to me.
Okay.
Me!
Hey.
You! What have you done?
Me?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon! Hell scourge! Son of perdition!
Vicar! Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Hello?
Mary, is it really you?
Wait, is that my sister?
It's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary.
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
Okay. Thank you for the... I was like, okay, thanks for the permission, dude. Why couldn't we play as Mary?
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Okay.
Mary. I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle.
Okay.
Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for
Mary,
me.
wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
How long?
What?
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
It's so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
Oh, so that's what I am, Doctor. Mad. I was beginning to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular, that of my dead brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Mary has, like, fucking vastly more personality in her than John. Like, it's ridiculous.
Rest in peace, monster.
Interesting. Ow.
Kinslayer! Come to me, Jonathan.
Being technically buried alive will give you personality, you know?
Abomination!
She also
You
seems to be...
spared the precious nurse Crane, but not your own Mary. Kiss me again, sweet brother. Give me your blood, priest.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Final thoughts are just to die for.
Fuck.
What have you done? Abomination!
I think there might have been a way to, like, save him. Oh well.
Rest in peace, monster. Assassin! Kinslayer! I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton! Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Okay. Game? Oh. Oh, I really have to fucking hold down the... Okay. Where am I going? Who knows? This is just a weird bit of forced interactivity that we're doing here. Do that thing of only showing the top half when the person stabs the other. Yeah, it's a really obscene fucking gesture. It's weird. It's very weird. Can I take my hand off the... Yeah, okay. Hail Mary. A few nights later. See them jerk it as it happens. I think the bad. Yeah, it's just kind of like
blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word. The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn to find the source of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
okay. Chill. Read your mail? I have mail? Oh, this is the last chapter? Okay. Fun. I need to find more of the braille. Okay, cool. I need to speak with you as soon as possible. Okay. 10 pounds, the origin is you. You know, well, actually, I think there are...
The flower's dying.
Oh my god, water. Let me water my plant. Let's see. Yeet. Ooh, actually, oh, hold on. Actually, okay, so this isn't the stream was not very long. It's not even been 2 hours quite yet. However, I feel like stopping on chapter 4 is we just started chapter 4. I feel like that's a good place to kind of end for the night. So I think I'm actually going to have this be a slightly shorter stream than usual, because I am actually pretty tired, and this was a surprisingly good stopping point. Go ahead and quit. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. So now we're gonna go cure the epidemic, allegedly. We're gonna see how that goes. I don't know yet. That will be Friday. I don't know how much of that we'll get through. But if we don't finish it up on Friday, I will finish it up next Wednesday. Sorry, I'm trying to open this little bag. There we go. I will finish it up next Wednesday because I'll be leaving work early, so I will be streaming at... I think I'll be streaming at 2, since I'm leaving work at 12:30, so that'll give me time to get home and set up, so I'll be able to stream in the afternoon, and I'll be able to finish it up, and that will be an interesting day. For now, though, thank you everybody for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Helena, for hanging out in chat. I hope you had a good time. Please remember to eat food, drink water, take your meds. I forgot to take my meds today. It was noticeable. Anyway, so take your meds, please. Take them at a consistent time if you can. Eat food, drink water, like I said, wear a mask. Please take care of yourselves. I do not have any links for good information stuff at the moment, but please be aware that since the start of COVID, there has been a rise in hate crimes and attacks against Asian Americans. Please try and go out and keep yourself as educated as you can. Do what you can to help. It's not been taken terribly seriously, I think, and is an issue that's definitely coming up. Again, my brain is held together with spit and duct tape at the moment, so I don't really have a lot of information to give. But it is an issue that is cropping up. I would recommend keeping an eye out for links for more information, ways that you can help, all that good stuff. Thank you again for coming, and I will see you all... Let me put that string away. On Friday, and I will sort out whatever the hell my lighting is doing. Bye! Bye!